Assalamualaikum, dear students. Here is Naveed Ahmed Saito before you. As you know, 24th October is a UN Day celebrated in all over the world. So today our topic is the United Nations. Here I have written main points. The United Nations, main organs of the UNO, the General Assembly, the Security Council, the International Bank, the UNICEF, WHO, FAO, UNESCO. Now we come to the introduction of United Nations organization. Why the United Nations was organized in America? As you know, because after the First World War, the world has brought misery to the all world. That is why the peoples of the world came together in April 1945 in the United States of city, New York, in order to organize an authentic organization which will bring peace in the world. And after the Second World War, you know, after the Second World War, the war has also brought misery to the entire world. People became homeless. Millions of people were killed and wounded in 1945 till the 1945. As you know, the First World War was started in 1914 and it's ended in 1918. And the Second World War started in 1939 till 1945. So these two world wars had brought a lot of misery, great misery throughout the world. That is why peoples of the world came together in April 1945 in New York and they organized the UNO. Short is the UNO, and we call it in the shortage the United Nations, but its full name is the United Nations Organization, means the UNO. And it came into being in April 1945, as I said. The function of UN, what is the function of UN? We must know. The function of UN is to prevent war in all over the world. War is miserable for all the human beings. That is why the main purpose of UN is to prevent war throughout the world. After that, the main aim of UN is to fight against social evils in all over the world. What are the social evils? Poverty, ignorance, illiteracy, disease, and shortage of food in all over the world. After the war, whenever the war breaks out in the world, these miseries people face. That is why the aim of UN is to fight against war and to bring about peace in all over the world, and to fight against social evils of all kinds. That is why I have written main organs of the UNO. General Assembly. In General Assembly, you know, about 3,500 people working directly under the supervision of Secretary General. Who is Secretary General? Secretary General is the chief officer of UNO, and he serves for the 5 years of terms in UNO. After that, and every member nation can represent itself in General Assembly. You know, each country can send 5 members to the General Assembly, and each country possesses only 1 vote in General Assembly, and it can represent its country. After that, there is the Security Council, is one of the most important body of UNO. Security Council consists of 15 members. Out of 15 members, there are 5 members, permanent members. You know, China, France, UK, Russia, and USA. These are the 5 permanent members of Security Council. Rest of the 10 members are selected, are chosen for the term of 2 years, and every year 3 members can be chosen for the term of 2 years in the Security Council. As you know, the Secretary General, there is a Secretary General which is appointed by the General Assembly after the approval of Security Council. It means the selection of Secretary General is done by General Assembly but with the approval of Security Council. That is why Security Council plays a very important role in UNO. And after that, there is International Bank is one of the organization of UNO. The function of international bank is to grant loan for the poor countries, for the needy countries, for the development of mankind and their countries. Particularly after taking any kind of a country loan from international bank, and the country can develop itself and its roads, railways, canals and railway track and so on. So that is why international bank also plays a very vital role in order to help the poor countries for the development of countries in all over the world. After that, there is UNICEF. UNICEF, you know, is the full form of UNICEF, the United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. This institution, this organization is known as the friend of children all over the world, and it also helps to children in order to save them from beggary and from child labor, and to advance education in them. That is why UNICEF plays a vital role in all over the world for particularly children's education. After that, there is number 5, WHO. We have written here World Health Organization. It also came into being in order to help the World Health Organization. It means WHO fights against viral disease in all over the world, viral and fatal diseases. Whenever or wherever any kind of viral disease is spread, WHO teams send their experts to that country and in order to root out that disease from that country. Particularly, as we know, in Uttar Pradesh of Triad district in India, malaria started in 1951. Malaria widespread in 1951. WHO team sent its experts in order to cure the people, and 11 million people were cured from that kind of disease, and so that WHO team succeeded in wiping out malaria from the India. And even in Indonesia, you know, in Indonesia, once upon a time in the century of 1950, I think, or 51, Indonesia, there was the people were also suffering from Yas disease. Yas is a contagious disease, skin disease, and it is also a viral disease. So the people of Indonesia were suffering from Yas, and WHO team also sent their experts in order to cure the people, and they set free the people of Indonesia from Yas as well. And they also succeeded, WHO team. So FAO, you know, Food and Agriculture Organization, this kind of organization helps to grow crops, and it fights against crop diseases and animal disease in all over the world. That is why this organization FAO is introduced in all over the world, and it is energetic and very active organization in order to, and it develops and it provides literature, even literature to the member nations, particularly regarding to fisheries, forestry, and against agriculture. For agriculture we can say these 3 departments are handed over to FAO, and this is active for the development of these 3 departments: fisheries, fishing, and agriculture. It also provides literature to the farmers of that country wherever any kind of plant disease is spread, any kind of animal disease is spread. So FAO plays vital role in order to remove those diseases from the countries. And after that, in the end, last one is the UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization. This organization is also useful for the advancement of education in all over the world. Education, science and culture. This organization helps in order to develop education, science and culture throughout the world, and it is playing a very vital role as well for the betterment of human beings, for the social welfare as well. That is why this was only a brief introduction regarding to United Nations organization. As you know, 24th October is celebrated as the UN Day in all over the world. Okay, thanks.